And we are back in Houston, Texas with Cyrus Webb Presents. Really excited to welcome someone who I've been communicating with for quite a while on social media, but we're meeting for the very first time.
Yes.
Tiera Nacole is with us here in Houston, Texas. We're going to talk to her not only about her new book, Lesson Given Away, but also what it's been like for her to use her own life lessons to help
Mhm.
others, empower people along the way, and of course, let you all know how you can get the book. Tiera, thank you so much for the time. Really
Thank
appreciate
you,
it.
Cyrus. I'm so honored.
Well, look,
Thank
it's
you.
great to finally be able to
I
meet you after
know.
all of this time. And it's so funny. No one that I'm meeting in Houston I've ever met before.
Wow.
We've interviewed either on the radio show, we've communicated on
Sure.
social media, never met. So this is a great
Well,
visit for me
thank
these
you.
2 days. First of all, what does it feel like now with all that you've accomplished to
Okay.
add author to your name?
Oh my God. You know what? It's overwhelming, Cyrus. It is overwhelming. It's definitely a testament to, for me, to being obedient to God and the manifestation of dreams that I've been dreaming. I've wanted to write for years, and fear got a hold of me.
Yeah.
And so now to be on the other end of my fear and to see this physical manifestation of my words is overwhelming. It's surreal.
Right.
It feels great.
Yeah.
It does.
But does it feel like, Tira, for you, the inevitable next step? Because you
Mhm.
have been, as I said, using your platform publicly
Mhm.
to empower people, to inspire people.
Sure.
Did it feel like that words were just going to be the next thing?
It did. It did. And I also had friends and family members who would always tell me, Tiara, you need to write a book. You need to write a book. And although it seemed inevitable, fear is such a deceiver.
Right.
And so I was always postponing it because I felt I wasn't ready. And so it appeared to be inevitable, but I held myself back because of my fear.
Well, you mentioned family. Of course, you and I
Hmm.
know each other because of a
Yes.
very special person in your family, your
Yes.
mother, my friend Mary
Yes.
Gilder.
My honey
I
bun.
mean, how much did that help to inspire you, seeing what she had accomplished with her
Yeah.
books and with her platform?
Being able to walk that journey with my mom, and she was truly one of my number one fans. Her and my sister, Marshana Gilder. Shana Ray is also an author. It was, on one hand, it was empowering, but then it was also, I was trying to follow in her footsteps when I had to follow my own journey.
Yeah.
So it was a balancing act.
Exactly.
I appreciate my mother for all of her guidance. She's a blessing. She is my blessing. I love her so much.
Right.
But there was also that aspect of me that had to learn, Tiara, you need to have your own voice.
Sure.
You cannot be Mary Elizabeth Gilder. You can only be Tiera Nacole Gilder.
Right.
So
Exactly.
overall it was amazing. I
Yeah.
love that woman.
Well, I'm glad you said it that way, though, Tiara, because
Mhm.
now you're able to show other individuals, especially
Mhm.
women,
Mhm.
that they can do the same thing. They can set out on
Exactly.
their own path. How does that
Exactly.
feel to know that you can have that impact just by living your life?
Gosh, it's awe-inspiring. It also serves as a source of inspiration for me,
Mhm.
and to know that other women and men are looking to me for guidance. It's accountability there.
Yeah.
Because fear is, and I always go to fear. Fear is always lurking. There's never a
Sure.
point, I believe, where fear is just eradicated.
Sure.
It's there. So now that I have this platform, I look to my readers and people who listen to my words as that guide. Like, I get more from them than they do from me because they help to push me,
Right.
and that's priceless.
Right. Well, and now, of course, they'll be able to add another thing that you've been able to do, that being the book. I want to say, for those who are
Hmm.
viewing us, you're watching Cyrus Webb Presents here in Houston, Texas. Excited to welcome author Tiera Nacole
Thank
to our
you.
program. We're talking with her not only about the life she's been able to live, but also her new book, Lesson Given Away. So,
Mhm.
talk to us about the book. What inspired it?
Gosh. Okay. So for those of you who have not read it yet, Lesson Gifted Away. It's about a woman who is in a coma, and she is using her life's journey to provide life lessons to the reader. She takes you on a journey from the various events that lead up to her being in a coma, and after each chapter, after each event, she provides life lessons that she gained. So really, what inspired me? Again, I had heard people in the past who complimented me and telling me that you should write a book. You should write a book. And I wanted to write a book that was affirming people, providing affirmations, but I also wanted to play with building a plot and character development.
Mm.
So my thought was, let me find a way to marry the two. and bridge that. So that's what this book is a way for me to share life lessons, all the while enjoying the creation of characters and a plot. So yeah, it's my selfish ambition.
Did it make it easier knowing that these were creative individuals going through real life situations versus trying to write something about your life in particular?
Oh yes, it did. However, this for me, honestly, writing this book was a source of therapy for me.
Okay.
Because I had to also dig deep when it came to creating these life lessons, connecting, shall I say, not creating, connecting with the life lessons, and I had to look inward because as I'm writing these life lessons, as they're coming to me, I was convicted.
Oh, wow.
You know, this book, and I recently realized it's 180 pages, and so I feel like that's symbolic because as the reader, as you're going through, my prayer has been that who you are when you start that first page, you have enhanced once you get to that 180 page.
Okay.
So this was definitely, I cried when I was writing it. I struggled through writing it because again, I had to deal with my own inner turmoil and work through that. So it's been a blessing to me.
All right. So make sure you all do not get the title wrong like I was doing for a couple times here in this segment. Lesson Gifted Away. Make sure you all do get it through our friends at Amazon.com or through your favorite online retailer. I know that it is on other places. Of course, we love Amazon, of course, at Cyrus Webb Presents. And Tiera, we know you're all over social media. How can our viewers stay connected with you?
Awesome. So what you all can do, and I would love to connect with you. I value my readers. You can connect with me on Instagram at Tiera Nacole, on Facebook at Tiera Gilder, and I have also Tiera Nacole. So you can look me up either way. Also, my website, www.tieranacole.com.
All right. And we'll make sure to link all of that down for those joining us online so you all can easily be able to find it again. Lesson Gifted Away by author Tiera Nacole. Make sure you all do get your own copy. Last question for you. I didn't tell you I was going to ask you this question.
That's
but
okay.
I think it's important for our audience out there.
Okay.
You know, one thing I've learned as I've been traveling around the country is that I tell people I'm a country boy from Mississippi who I've just been allowed through my God-given gifts to touch people around the world.
Yes.
What would you say to people about the importance of embracing their own God-given potential?
Wow. You know, something that I've learned from writing this book and I hold very dear to me is the fact that when it comes to creating a legacy, you have to own every aspect of you. Mm-hmm. You have to own your wins and your losses, your trials and your triumphs. You have to own them and you have to share it with the world. And what gives you the authority to do that, outside of, in my belief, you being a child of God, what gives you the authority to do that is that there will only ever be, excuse me, one Cyrus Webb. There will only ever be one Tiera Nacole Gilder that will walk the face of this earth. And so that in itself should be should provide enough courage and boldness to speak your voice and to own who you are and to allow the world to see who you are, because while we are walking, while we are living and breathing, this is our opportunity to celebrate who you are, who I am. Right. And it's a disservice to humanity. It's a disservice to God to not own and completely exhaust all of your gifts and to gift them away to other people, because you're leaving a legacy, Cyrus. What you're doing is going to outlive you. Right. And that's what we should strive for. And the reason why it will outlive you is because you have the courage to live out this gift on the inside of you. Lesson Gifted Away now will outlive Tiera Nacole. And because I had the courage to breathe it out, and it took time, now it takes time, and fear is always lurking, but pushing through that, I have the authority to do that because I am the only person who can.
For sure. Great words from a great young lady. Make sure you all again pick up Lesson Gifted Away. And Tiera, thank you so much for this time.
My pleasure. Thank you. Welcome to Houston.
Glad to be. My very first time to Houston, by the way.
Really?
Had never been to Houston in my life before. It's in a lot of ways. It is. You're exactly right. It's and we thank you, our viewers, for tuning into this segment of Cyrus Webb Presents. Until next time, have a great one.